Shalom, shalom. Yasharala, I want to give our praises to the one true power, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Kakodash. Yahweh is the most high God, and Yahweh Shai to the world, ignorantly called Jesus Christ. I want to give double honors to the other apostles, the other bishops, the other prophets who do well in the spirit, teaching His word and believing His word. Lord, and they can continue to endure and to be sincere. In the mighty shalom to the hopeful elect that are scattered four corners of the earth, teaching His word and believing His word, Lord, in the same spirit you can endure it. Be sincere. Shalom to the Aquatian that are believers of His word. Lord, and you can continue to pursue your lot, which is being a loving and sound and virtuous wife. The Lord, willing, the most have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in faith. Right? This is just verses I was meditating on. Was Baruch, the first chapter. You know, the first thing I read when I got into work. Woke up thinking about it at work, thinking about it. And I brought this out before in the video, but you know, man's going to the Lord. So Lord willing, this video is edifying, right? First, I want to get St. John chapter 8, verse 32. It says, "And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." You know, the truth is Yahweh, but the truth is the word. You know, when you're edified, built up, you're edified to be washed to the true understanding, you know, to the image of the Lord, the name of the Lord, who's His people, you know, for the law, statutes, and commandments, grace, faith, even such more, the understanding of parables, which they are earthly uh, story, but a heavenly matter. Then you got prophecies, which is um, supposed to come to happen, like something predicted, right? Something um, somebody is prophesying future events. You know, it doesn't happen on our time, but it happens on Yahweh Shai's time. And this truth unlocks doors in your heart, which is your mind, let alone where your spirit is at. You know, it's a connection. You know, we have a connection to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, and the only way we can be set free is with the truth of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. I'm going to just click this right before we go to Baruch. There's a verse in here. Verse. This is St. John 7:17. If any man will do his will, he shall know of the doctrine, whether it be of God or whether I speak of myself. Right? The Lord is going to guide us to know His true doctrine. And I believe there's a verse down here. Uh, where was that verse? There's a verse. Salaki family. Where is it? Yeah, Proverbs chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "My son, if thou wilt receive my words and hide my commandments with thee, so that thou incline thy ear unto wisdom and apply thy heart," Salaki family, "and apply thy heart to understand." Yeah, if thou criest after knowledge, right? We crying after knowledge. You praying to the Lord, right? When you're praying, you're begging. You know, cries after knowledge. You know, lift up thy voice for understanding. So in order to get this understanding, you gotta open up your mouth to Yahweh Hashem Hoshai. If you lack anything, especially when it comes to the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, James chapter 1, verse 5, lift up thy voice for understanding. If thou seekest after her as silver, which is wisdom, and searchest for her as for hidden treasures, right? Because this wisdom and knowledge and understanding is hid. It's hid from the world, but it's only going to be revealed to the elect. That's the beautiful thing about it, right? Mercy from Yahweh Shai. Shai, it says, "Then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord Yahweh and find the knowledge of God, right? Because the fear is the beginning of knowledge, right? It says, for the Lord Yahweh giveth wisdom, for the Lord Yahweh giveth wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. He layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous, which is sound doctrine, right? And that sound doctrine goes into 100% truth. Come up this mouth, ways lucky. For the Lord giveth wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. He lay up sound wisdom for the righteous. He is a buckler, a shield, a protector to them that walk uprightly, who walk righteously, right? Sincere in his faith. And how else do Yahweh out of his mouth cometh knowledge and wisdom? By the prophets. You know, it's all like the Lord power is through all things, but his Rakak Wadash is to his servants, the men. The men carry the testimonies of Hamashiach Yahushai. The women of old played their role, right? Like Esther, Susanna, Ruth, who literally was a Moabite, um, Rachel, Rebecca, Leah, Sarai. You know, women played their role. We're talking about the righteous woman, either that became a prophetess, Yahweh's mother, Mary Magdalene, Martha. You know, in the time that we in now, our women are very low. So the testimonies is the witness of Yahweh, which is starting with the disciples who became apostles, and those apostles is back on the earth with the prophets, the evangelists, the true teachers, and the bishops, right? Different order and different level in this ministry. Those is who Yahweh Shema is speaking um, through. You know, those are the mouthpiece of Yahweh Shema, right? So now, because the truth has set us free, you know, being sanctified through the truth. If we have to sanctify you through the truth, we got to go through all the Bible, you know, and what Apostle Baruch is going through in his Tuesday night lesson, which is a whole lot. But for me, it was the one point on, you know, you got to make sure you're teaching 100% truth. You're following 100% truth, right? And the 100% truth Yahweh Bashim Yahushua have given us is through the order of the elders, right? Starting with the elder apostles. The Lord is bringing back um, their lot. You know, you seen Rehoboam didn't listen to the wise counsel, and the Lord is dealing with elders, you know, and of course he's dealing with young men, you know, because are the prophets come in all different ages. So Baruch chapter 1 verse 13, it says, pray for us also unto the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, our power. For we have sinned against the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, our power, and unto this day the fury of the Lord in his wrath is not turned from us. Right? That wrath goes into them curses. Deuteronomy 28 is a important book. The whole Deuteronomy, but 28 is important for the blessings and the curses. You know, it's Jake out here, especially in the truth, that think we fulfilled the curses. If we fulfill the curses, why we're not above? To fulfill the curses, that means it has to switch. Because he said what he said in the first verse of Deuteronomy 28 and 1. You know, these things haven't turned from us, but we ignoring it because we're in this captivity and we think everything is good. This is how you know the elite. The elites have us in a shit bag, and guess what? They're playing their role. They got their script. Sirach, Ecclesiastes 39, verse 21. You know, all creations have a purpose. What is yours? You know, the elect, their purpose was called by Yahweh Shema Shah before the foundations of the earth, right? Now, dropping down to 18, it says, it says, and disobeyed him. Hold on, let me start at 16. It says, and to our kings, and to our prince, and to our priests, and to our prophets, and to our fathers. For we have sinned before the Lord Yahweh Hashem El Shai, and disobeyed him. and have not hearkened unto the voice of the Lord our power to walk in the commandments that he gave us openly. How did the Lord give his commandments openly? Did he come down off his throne? The same things of old is still going until the end of the earth, right? This is 1 Samuel chapter 9, verse 9. Before in Israel, when a man went to inquire of God, thus he spake, come and let us go to the seer. For he that is now called a prophet was called before time, called a seer. You know, a seer is a visionary, right? And Yahweh Shai said that the Father will send the Rakakwadash in his name, right? So the Spirit comes in the name of the Mashiach Yahweh Shai, and it teach you all things. We see that being in action throughout scriptures, but even more in Acts, the first chapter, I believe, or it's the second chapter. Yeah, I believe it's the second chapter when they had the Feast of Pentecost, right? And the Spirit of Kakwadash fell on them, and they all start speaking in tongues and different languages, right? And people recognize it even more. The Spirit fell on multiple of the prophets, where Peter he healed somebody through the shadows, or when Peter and them, I think in Acts 3, they told a man to rise, and he rose, and he was actually healed, but they healed him by the name of Hamashiach Yahushua, right? You got Paul, he was healed because the Lord sent Ananias. He was healed in the name of Hamashiach Yahushua, right? That was really just the Rakak Wadash. Paul being taught by Yahushua, he was being taught by the Spirit, right, of Hamashiach Yahushua. The disciples physically got taught by Yahushua, face to face, sitting down, right? Paul, through the Rakak Wadash, Yahushua was teaching him, you know. And then you got Philip, the Rakakwadash came upon him and guided him to the eunuch, the Ethiopian eunuch, which was really an Israelite, because Israel was scattered four corners of the earth. If you don't see that, this is not for you, because why would Philip go teach this man the understanding of Isaiah? Because he said, Philip said, hey, do you understand what thou readest? He said, no, unless somebody guide me, right? So back to Baruch 1 and 19, since the day of the Lord Yahweh Shemashai brought our forefathers out of the land of Egypt, we didn't hearken to the Lord, right? And unto this present day, we still haven't hearkened. And this is in the time of Babylon. And look, we're in modern Babylon, great mystery Babylon. So all the way from that time, all the way till now, right? It says we have been disobedient to the Lord, Yahweh Shemashai, our power, and we have been negligent in not hearing his voice, right? Some people think you're, hey, guys. See, it's only a few brothers in the scriptures, especially face to face, Moses and Yahweh that heard the Lord. Now, if you don't hear the Lord through his signs, the storms, the fires, the earthquakes, then the Lord ain't dealing with you. Even more if you don't hear the voice of the Lord through the prophets. The Lord sent the prophets, you know, right? Because he put a fire in the ministers. The ministers have a flame of fire, and the angels are spirits. And the true elect men, they are angels too, right? All the elect, they're angels, right? It says, verse 20, wherefore the evils cleave unto us, and the curse, right? What is the curse? Deuteronomy chapter 28, right? It says, which the Lord appointed by Moses, his servant, at the time that he brought our fathers out of the land of Egypt to give us a land that floweth with milk and honey, like as it is to see this day. Now, just to show the proof on that, go to my other app. No, I can't. I gotta go. I gotta go back to work. Was it? Yeah, this verse right here, verse 20, Deuteronomy 28, verse 15 to 68. They give you Daniel 9:11 and Exodus 3 and 8. Back to Baruch 1:21. Nevertheless, we have not hearkened unto the voice of the Lord our power, according unto all the words of the prophets. That's how you're not hearkening to the voice of the Lord. The prophets, the Lord have sent you messengers. That's mercy upon mercy, whom he sent unto us. The Lord sent them. We see in the book of Jeremiah, the 28th chapter, who he sent. And then through Jeremiah, the Lord said, I did not send you. Verse 22, but every man followed the imagination of his own wicked heart, his own wicked mind, to serve strange gods and to do evil in the sight of the Lord our power. In this day, you might look at Jesus as not an idol, but that is going back to serving Baal, right? Going into serving rocks or serving these industry plants. Beyonce, she just called herself Beezus. Then she called herself Osha Queen Sheba. She worshiped a goddess woman, and she's a witch. You know, we have to get off of this fucking worldly high horse and come back to Yahweh Shem Al Shai. But side note, it's only for the elect. It's only for the elect. For the rest that don't get it, this right here should, Lord willing, is hitting you in the core, you know. And Lord willing, you don't never even decide to get this. So when the door closed, Lord willing, you get to see the reflection of yourself. Like, oh my goodness, this is true. You missed out. You asked out. So Lord willing, this is edifying to the hopeful elect. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom. Kwam Yasharah.